So this is getting recording on my computer. Okay, welcome all. Thanks, Ishwar. Thanks, Maharajan. Thanks, everyone. Oh, there are two Ishwars. Okay, fine. Thanks, Vineet. Ready, everyone. Okay. Uh, we are going to have a clear discussion about one single topic today. I'm not going to go detail in CAE, what is CAE and all we will cover. But the biggest topic which we are going to cover is clarity in CAE. Why this topic? Because I discovered that the questions which these students are asking are very much related to clarity than skills. So most of the people are capable of having the skills, but at the same time, most of the people, almost 80 to 90% people are lacking clarity in selecting the domain, selecting the CAU topic. All right. So let's discuss. I will be sharing my screen. I will be using this digital pen so that I can write down and demonstrate you few of the things. And here you go. So my screen, which is second screen. Yeah, I'm sharing. I hope this is visible to you. Visible? Type in V if this is visible. Okay, good. I can see the thumbs up here. So fine. Uh, this is the main important topic which we are discussing, presented by myself, Nachiket Phadke. I'm having 20 years experience in computer-aided engineering domain. 2005, I joined at GET. Most of you know me. And I started my journey as a CAE analyst itself in CAE department itself. So I was not in CAD or anything. I was 100% in CAE since then. So I have sufficient experience so that I can guide you a little bit. Okay, so that's the credibility I have. I own ELENO Group. My partner Mayur Kulkarni, who is in US, he is also looking after our US operations. And we are into two important domains. One is skilling, upskilling, and making sure that there is enough knowledge being shared. And the second domain is solutions, which we use for defense, railways, automotive, and general engineering domain. So a lot of projects go on. We have commercial licenses for LS Dyna, and then we work on these particular CAE activities, which is explicit dynamic. So my talk today is not going to be on explicit dynamics. It is going to be on generic CAE, which will include. So this CAE part will include CFD, FEM, DEM, discrete element methods, and multiple things, SPH, electromagnetics, everything. All right. Okay. So this is the first part. This session is made for whom? This session is made for, of course, the student fraternity, which is all the third year, final year students, typically early career engineers who are just starting their career, maybe in CAD, maybe in CAE, maybe in some other domain, maybe in sales, but they still want to have an understanding about what this computer-aided engineering is. Uh, of course, the graduates and postgraduates who are searching for jobs. Okay, that's the main area to focus on. And CAD engineers who want to switch to CAE because they can feel that if you want to have a sustainable career, uh, the line is becoming thinner and thinner between CAD and CAE. So almost all things which we try and design, they are being tested in a virtual environment, and then we try and put it forward in the real world application in a virtual environment, and then only finalize the design. So that's the overall idea. Structure for 90 minutes, I will just explain. It's going to be 60 minutes of a presentation. Okay, entire presentation. We will be covering multiple different things here. So I don't want you to have a distraction for next 90 minutes. And it will also consist of Q&A. And I will be talking about the Black Friday offer, which we are running right now. And I'm very glad that there are multiple students who are taking full advantage of this 30% off on our courses, CAE courses. Not for everyone, but of course, you can always have a discussion and then we can move on. All right. All of you clear about this? I have set the agenda. Now I will just clear one simple part, which I already cleared in one sentence, that students want the CAE to be their career choice, but only 10% know where to start. That means clarity. So we are going to talk about clarity a lot, and it will come in the subsequent slides. The slide count is very less. It's not too many slides, but it is to give you a clear perspective that what is exactly clarity in CA. And this is the main part which I keep on hearing from multiple students every day. Okay, every day at least two, three calls I get. Sir, I don't know where to start. Sir, is it really good for me? Shall I learn CAD first and then go for CAE? I am in manufacturing right now, and can I switch to CAE? I am doing my post graduation. Is CAE good for me? I am doing heat power post graduation. Shall I go to FEM? Shall I go to fluid mechanics, that is CFD part? All these multiple questions are actually leading to this webinar. So this webinar is for all. It's going to be super inclusive. I'm not going to corner you towards one particular topic. But for question answer sessions, you are most welcome to ask as many questions as possible. There is no limit. Okay. I will be very happy to try and answer all your questions. Okay. So those who joined little late, you are most welcome. Thanks for joining in. I really appreciate that you are taking efforts to learn new, different, important things. And I think we are in a pretty good condition right now to start understanding what is clarity. Okay. So if I'm not, yeah, Vipin, so keep these questions as they are. Okay, so what I can do, I think in my, just give me a second. I think here I can start a Q&A part. I'm not very sure. Yeah, there you go. So I can start. Can you guys see Q&A written somewhere in your uh, participants can submit questions and allow anonymous questions. So if you can write all your questions in Q&A, I think you also will not forget what you wanted to ask. All right. Okay, so we are almost 35 people, and I'm glad to have you. Let's begin. Okay. What does a CAE engineer do? Okay. Listen to this as a, even if you are a CAE guy, even if you are working as a, let's say, machine engineer or modeler, just listen to this as a blank slate. All right. So what does a CAE engineer do? The CAE computer aided engineering guy or CAE analyst, I can call it, is going to do one thing, just one thing. What it is? Virtual prototyping. This covers everything. So that engineer is not actually doing meshing. That engineer is not actually just doing model preparation. The engineer is not actually doing just the report preparation. What it is doing, that engineer is actually doing entire virtual prototyping. So prototype is 1:1 working model. We all know that. So prototype is something which must work, and it must be 1:1. So you cannot have something of this size of an aeroplane and you call it as a prototype. No, it's a model. So a prototype will be always 1:1, and it will always work. So you can see a lot of vehicles running on road who are having camouflaging, black white straps mounted on it, and that is called as a prototype because it is 1:1 and it is on road. That means it is working. It is also called as test mule. So what is the basic function of a CAE engineer? To build a virtual prototype. That means that engineer, he or she must have a full understanding of physics, must have full understanding of product, and must have full understanding of failure modes. What are the three things? You can write this down in your notebook. The CAE engineer must have three important skill sets or three important knowledge points. One is full understanding of physics. Okay, so I'll just write it as physics understanding. The second is CAE engineer must have full understanding of product. What product you are working on? Is it a defense product? Is it a railways product? If it is a railways product, do you know all the regulations? Do you know how it is tested? And the last important thing is, what was the third one? It is failure modes. What is called as a failure that must be clearly defined in mind of a CAE analyst. If these three things are not there, we will not call that guy as a CAE analyst. We'll still call that guy as a uh, skill skilled labor skilled operator. So you are working on hypermesh, you are working on ANSA, you are working on DEP meshwork, you are still a CAE modeler, you are still not an analyst. You are not able to analyze because you are not going towards the physics part, you are not going towards the product part, and you are actually not doing any failure mode analysis. Okay, so that's going to be super important. Done. Have you written this part? So what does a CAE analyst do? He or she is going to do virtual prototyping, and how it is going to get conducted based on physics, based on product understanding, and based on failure modes. Type in done if this is you're done writing this. Done. Take notes because this will be super important. You will not find this kind of a topic discussed anywhere on YouTube or any of the expert session or in your colleges. This is going to be a super relevant topic for somebody who wants to enter into a right CAE domain. Okay, done writing, virtual prototyping, physics is important, product is important, and failure modes are important. Tejas says done. Want some more time? 5 seconds. See, I have just one feedback point here. Okay, which is chat box. I can see the chat window and I want you to be super active on the chat window. There is no other feedback. I cannot see your faces. I cannot see your notebooks. So make sure you are replying on chat window. That's going to be super useful for me. Harshal says done. Manoviram says done. Perfect. Okay. Prajwal says done. Okay. Venkatesh says done. Nice. All right. So most of you have written this. Make sure you're writing it down because the handwritten notes are so valuable. They will wire your activities and your brain so hard that you will not forget it. As soon as you open it, you will remember the entire webinar. So make sure you are doing it. Okay. Fine. Next topic we will move to, which is what is CAE? So what was the earlier topic? What does a CAE analyst do? Now, what is CAE is a straightforward definition. I have already explained you. It is virtual prototyping. It needs physics, maths, simulation. It needs cognitive intelligence, which is nothing but uh, basics of engineering superiority. I'm not saying just you should be knowing it. I'm stating this. You must be superior in basics of engineering. It can be fluid mechanics, it can be solid mechanics, it can be electromechanic, electromagnetism, it can be anything. You must be superior in it. You must be knowing the laws, you must be knowing all the important aspects, you must be knowing the boundaries, you must be knowing failures, you must be knowing how to design, what to design, where to design, what to select, what are the materials, what is the metallurgy part, what are the limitations, every single bit, and that is going to be useful for your career advancement. Okay, so a CAE without basics of engineering clarity is of no use. Okay, so CAE with basics of engineering clarity is going to be most valuable asset. All right, it's not just a software for sure. So even if you get, for example, if I go back to this page and somebody is looking at this kind of an image, uh, that guy is not just looking at few colors, yellow, green, blue, orange, red. No, that guy is trying to understand that, okay, if I have applied that kind of a load or flow or any single bit or a temperature, is it the output which I'm expecting? Is it the output which is relevant or in line with the physics? Is it the output which follows particular law? And that's where the engineering concepts are going to come into picture. Okay. Where CA is used? too many domains. I'm just trying to write down three or four. So of course, automotive domain, I have just mentioned it crash because that's my domain of expertise. That's why I've written it as crash. But automotive, you have fatigue, durability, NVH, CFD, every single bit. Then you have electric vehicles, typically in the EM part, okay, electromagnetics part, motors, brakes, and other bits. So electromagnetic brakes and all that stuff. Defense, it is more to do with blast, explosion, high speed impact. So when I say high speed, it is going to be Mach 2 and above. Okay, bullets, typically bullets or any kind of a space charge or shape charge, all these things are going to come under defense. Aerospace, you have too many different things happening here. There is a static analysis, fatigue, durability, and of course, there will be bird strike. So impact again, bird strike, blade contamination, high time dependent, what you can say, vibrations. So all non-linearities which are included, they can be there in aerospace. Aeroelasticity, CFD, that is coefficient of drag, and flow analysis and all other bit. Okay. So CAE is used virtually everywhere. Another important domain which I have mentioned next, but it is medical equipments, which is going to be super important for India. Okay, because we are importing a lot of equipments right now, and there will be a chance or there will be a stage where all the medical equipments will have Atmanirbhar kind of thing going on, where uh, you will have a chance to develop the equipment as per the medical standards. So right now we are just importing and using it. Now we will be developing and using it. Okay, so that's going to be a another field which will be important. Why CA is booming? Low time to market. That is actually a single sentence answer. It's a fierce competition in defense, medical, automotive, railways, everywhere. And it's not just a monopoly that you keep on developing some part for 30, 40, 50 years. No, you have to develop it fast. You have to test it fast. Once development is done, testing is done, the proto phase is done, you are going to start going ahead with the final rollout. And this is the key for what? Higher profits or higher market share, I'll say. Higher market share. So first mover advantage. That's what is given by CA. Okay. And there are some unforeseen scenarios like EV safety. So for example, you have electric bus, which is having floor mounted batteries. How many of you have seen electric bus? All of you, right? In your hometowns, in some, let's say, documentaries. Most of the buses are having roof mounted batteries, but there are some concepts where the floor mounted batteries are also there for better stability and all other bit. So this EV safety comes into picture with side impact, with frontal crash, with rollover and all other bit. Okay, so EV safety is very important for commercial vehicles, for passenger vehicles, because you really cannot stop the explosions once it starts in lithium specifically. So for different types of batteries, the scenario will be different. And GCC. How many of you know what is GCC? Can anyone explain? What is GCC? You can write it down in chat window. It's booming in three, four cities right now. Pune is one of them, and then you have Delhi NCR and all other places where it's going to be there. Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, and Delhi NCR. Anybody knows? Shall I explain? What is GCC? It is Global Capability Center. So it's not outsourcing. What it is? The entire capability is being built here. That means Skoda has GCC here in Pune, or there is a large software GCC or this chip related GCC in Gujarat. There are multiple GCCs in, of course, in Bangalore. There are multiple GCCs in global capability centers in Hyderabad, specifically in aerospace domain. All of you know that. Okay, so What we are supporting? We are supporting something which is at a global level. And we are not just taking some commands, executing them, and sending it back. No, what we are having a problem statement. We are completely converting that problem statement into a solution, and then the actual solution is realized and sent it back to global stage. Is this making sense? Type in makes sense if this GCC part is making sense to you. MS. Type in MS if this is making sense to you. What we do, we are not just an outsourcing agency now. Okay, India is growing. So we are not just in an outsourcing part. We are having the entire problem statement and the entire solution. So what it needs engineering capability. It doesn't need a tool skill, just a tool skill. Okay, so tool skill is just a start point. Engineering capability is where it's going to take you places. All right. Moving next, the career confusion starts with these 3 or 4 questions. Shall I go to design? Shall I go to CAE? That means, shall I go ahead with CAD or shall I do the CAE part? Then, what tool shall I learn? Is it ANSYS? Is it Abacus? Is it LS-DYNA? Can I learn Hypermesh? I will learn Hypermesh and then go into industry. Then I will learn Solver. Then I will learn post-processing. Am I too late? Uh, I have already spent 2 years in CAD. Shall I shift to CAE? Are these questions relevant? Type in relevant if these questions are relevant coming in your mind. Okay. So sometimes it happens that somebody is telling me that so they are yeah, they are relevant, Amar, because they are direct questions asked to me. Okay, so I haven't formed these questions. These are the questions which every single student has, and nobody's answering it clearly. Am I right? The clarity is what is missing, and that's why this webinar is. Now it's going to be super interesting, and that's where you have to be highly focused on the content part now. Okay, so the first question, we will go for it. Design or CAE? I mentioned in a single line that a line is becoming thinner between design engineer and CAE analyst. I'm not underestimating, undermining the importance of design. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not against design. I'm not saying that everyone should come into CAE. But the problem is, uh, when we say design, most of the time it is drafting. Most of the time it is not even 3D. It is all to do with just converting that 3D to 2D, and then we are just saying that, okay, I'm done with the design. The point is, design is much bigger than that. Design is actually having all GD&Ts, material listing, understanding supply chain, going back to CAE, checking whether prototype works or not, whether your conditions are correct or not. Everything is going to be called as a design, but we are not at that place where the entire design occurs in at the internal level. Okay, so this is very important for us to understand that design or CAE can be a question just to rule out. If you are already having a post graduation degree, design is not for you. Only option for you is CAE. It can be heat power, it can be CAD CAM CAE, it can be machine design, it can be industrial engineering. As soon as you have a postgraduate degree, you must be aiming for CAE. Okay, must be. Now, for undergraduate students, you have both choices. You have CAD as well as CAE, but eventually, what I'm seeing as a trend is because of some limitations with regards to the overall CAD fraternity, maximum people are trying to switch to the CAE part after a couple of years, 1 to 2 years time. They start their career because that's also very important. Your family responsibilities are also extremely important. And as soon as you start your career, you realize that, okay, I still cannot find myself applying my mechanical engineering skills so that I give a solution. And then people start switching to CAE. So they learn and switch, and that's a trend. So can I start directly with CAE? Of course you can. You really don't need any understanding of any of the CAD tool. I really didn't had any CAD experience, industrial experience. I did work in college projects back in 2005 on CAD, But CAD back then, 3D CAD was preliminary. It was just a starting phase in college level at least. So industry was already using it. But for college level, 3D CAD, CATIA, Pro E, back then it was Pro E. Now it is Creo. So all these things were new. So I started my journey as CAE analyst because I was having a small exposure to CAD. I was knowing what is 3D, but I had much bigger understanding of what basics of engineering. I was really good, and I made myself good in that because it was bombarded on us that the basic physics and basic engineering is going to make your career, and that's a truth. That's a truth that still stands as a truth today. That is still true. This statement is true. Whatever my professors told me, basics of engineering will take you places. And that is very, very true. Okay. So don't ignore that. I had this and I got a job. Then I learned Hypermesh. I learned Medina. I learned LSDyna. I started working in LSDyna from second, third, fourth month. My mentors were good. Industrial mentors were good. I never had to go to somebody who wanted to teach me LSDyna. But the entire phase is over now. Industry is not ready or not having enough resources to train people. That's why we are there to help you out. Okay. So design or CAE, the doubt, is it clear that if you are a postgraduate engineer, write in clear if this is clear. If you are a postgraduate guy, you must go for CAE. If you are an undergraduate, you have two choices. But what I'm seeing as a trend is all the CAD guys are trying to switch to CAE. Is this clear? Okay. Now, the next important part. अरे यार वो सर वो मेरे सीनियर ने बोला एनसिस करो. I learned ANSYS, but ANSYS has no application in automotive. Am I relevant? अरे वो सीनियर ने बोला ये क्लास ज्वाइन करो. I joined that class, but that class is not good for me. Relevant? अरे सर वो मेरे प्रोफेसर ने बोला कि यू आर नॉट गुड फिट फॉर CAE. डोंट डू CAE. Do some 5 6 CAT tools, and based on that move forward. Then you can think about CAE. All these questions have one single answer. Okay, and that answer will come in the next slide. So hold on, keep that space blank. What tool first? Keep that space blank. Am I late? You are late if you have family responsibilities and you are earning a good salary. You are having, let's say, 5 6 7 years of experience in CAD. You have responsibilities, you have taken some loans, you have family to take care of. Please don't consider switching to CAE as your salary upgradation option. In that case, what you can do, you can go for management. You can go for something called as program management professionals, or you can go for supply chain, you can go for sales, techno managerial roles, or techno commercial roles. The CAE will be helpful for you if you are having max of 4 years of experience, max. Okay. Having said that, we have a lot of examples where people are going to have lot of success because their domain was aligned. For example, like I'm working in full vehicle CAD and I'm working there for 4 5 6 years in CAD or in design part. And I want to switch to CAE. What industry is going to look for? Industry is going to look at your domain capability. They will see that, okay, this guy knows background much better than just the CAE guy. So he or she can add a better value here. Making sense? Is this making sense? So don't take a harsh decision. You can always learn CAE without quitting your current job. Okay, that's the biggest advice I want to give you. Even if you are fascinated by CAE part, by finite element analysis part, never ever quit your current job. It's always possible to learn while you are working because your overall stress level will be very low as far as the earnings is concerned. Your earnings will be continuous and you are investing some small portion of your earning into learning. As soon as you stop earning, the pressure is going to be immense. Anybody felt that pressure? That okay, I'm now jobless, but I still want to upgrade, and I'm not able to upgrade because I don't have money and I don't have sufficient amount of physical capacity, mental capacity to learn new things. Correct? So it is better that you start upgrading yourself when you are earning, when you are having a steady income. It's a small investment and you need a mentor. So I'm going to come to that as well. Answer to this is if you have responsibilities, don't take harsh decisions. Don't make yourself don't make yourself stretch too much so that you break. Make sure you take a calculated decision. Talk to an expert. I am always available for mechanical engineers. It's like a social service for me that I talk to mechanical engineers. I never ever try to sell my courses. I try to give them a proper guidance because I consider it as my social responsibility. And that's where I give an advice that don't quit your job. If it is too much of a work experience, don't actually go for this LS Dyna learning and then switching to the career. Even I will stretch to 7, 8 years. That's also still okay if you have a relevant earlier experience. Okay, fine. Next, CAE career pyramid. Okay, guys, I'll just take a pause. Are you learning something which is out of the books? Type in learning if you are learning something. This is really important feedback for me. So make sure you are typing it out. If not, then I will switch my tracks. Learning, type in L. You can just type L. You will have this kind of a practice with me now that it's a feedback and I should not be just left out. Okay. Learning, good. Thanks, Prashant. Thanks, Venkatesh. Thanks, Amar. Thanks, Prasenjit. Thanks, Annalu Sadu. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, everyone. So the point is, this is a hardcore 20 years of my work experience, which I'm trying to boil down in 60 to 90 minutes time. Okay, I'm not going to bore you. I'm going to give you real advice, fact, and I'm not a motivational speaker. You must have understood it, right? I'm the most straightforward person. I don't like to have a motivation injection given to you so that you remain motivated for some time and then feel, Arey yaar, what I have done. Okay, so it's a reality check which we are going to do. Let's go forward. Thank you very much. Thanks for the feedback. This is really going to help me. Okay. CAE career pyramid, as I mentioned, the biggest part. So if I draw a pyramid, what is going to be the base part? Fundamentals, basics of engineering, physics, your cognitive intelligence, understanding of logic, okay, and applying that logic, okay. Next step is going to be meshing and pre-processing. So the importance goes down. Can you see that? As you move up into the pyramid, importance for fundamentals is highest because that's the broader way and that's where your pyramid will go higher up. If your base is smaller, your pyramid will also be smaller. If your base is larger, your pyramid will also have a larger kind of a height or higher height. Simulation skills, of course, explicit, implicit, fatigue, durability, all these things. So simulation is very important, and engineering judgment. Okay, so last part I will keep it as judgment. Can you draw this and type in done? This is super important. Whenever somebody tells you to do something, you can always have this pyramid in front of you. Draw this pyramid and type in done. Thanks, Shiv Prakash. Thanks, Sahil. Thanks, Prajwal. Thanks, Tejas. Clear? So this pyramid is something which will give you extreme clarity. Okay, we are here to, so if these are my glasses and I see some blur here, I'm just going to clean it off. So consider this webinar as this cleaning cloth. Okay, so we are just cleaning it off and we already have a vision. We already have the specs, but we really didn't had was that I wanted to clean my spectacles. That's the only thing we are doing here. Okay, so I'm not giving any gyan which is not known to you. I'm just trying to consolidate it in my simplest possible wordings, right? Next, so CAE jobs and job roles. Yes, so Shiv Prakash, it is going to be fundamentals, all mechanical engineering subjects. I'm going to come to that. Okay, so I have kept 1 second. You're absolutely right. So I have kept this part unanswered. What tool first? Okay, it's like a showstopper. It's like the final fashion model who is going to walk on the ramp. So just wait for it. And your question is also going to get answered there. Okay. So CAE job roles, pre-processing, simulation engineer. So pre-processing we typically call it as meshing, and then model preparation. Both comes under pre-processing. Then you have simulation engineer who is going to have model preparation checked, do the load case setup, side crash, frontal impact, rollover, roof crush, ECR 14, ECR 17, FMVSS 201, FMVSS 207, 210. All these load cases that guy is going to know, and he's going to start the calculation. Okay. Sometimes there is 0 millisecond run. What is it? 0 millisecond is you really don't have to run the entire simulation, but you just have to debug it. Make sure that at 0 millisecond, all the cases, the time step is clear, all these things are clear, and debugging is done. We will call them as simulation engineers still because they know what is control cards, they know what is database card, they know how to define material, they know how to do connections, welding, bolting, adhesives, etc. Now coming to this analyst part, there will be a set result. Okay, you already have results generated. Okay, and now comes the role of analyst to verify that are they aligned with physics or not. Are they aligned with what? Physics or not. So if I'm having a drop test of this mobile phone, for example, and if it is getting dropped from 1 meter height, and I know by my experience, okay, I have seen some physical tests. I know that, okay, this is the calculation. I know this much damage is not going to happen, and still there is a damage in CAE. I will not blindly trust on CAE results. I will make sure that I have important documentation with me, which suggests that this result needs to be checked again. So material check will be happening, connection check will be happening, thicknesses will be verified, geometry will be verified. All these things come into picture, and you are going to have the entire understanding by this analyst. And what the other part this guy is going to do, it's going to create, this guy is going to create what? A detailed report. So there will be multiple energy curves, there will be some coefficient of various, so not coefficient, the factor of safety plots and all other bits. So this is going to be under stress plots, strain plots, displacement curves, displacement plots, everything will be there. What lead engineer is going to do? Lead engineer is going to lead the team. Okay. So what is going to happen? You have these analysts, they are going to give you some results. They will say that, sir, I have prepared a report, and this report, you please check. Once I'm checking the report as a lead analyst, what I'm actually checking, I'm checking the same things which analyst has checked, but I'm checking it in respect of the designer part. That means if the designer asks me this question, because the analyst will not get any question from designer, but a lead analyst will get questions from designer. What are the improvements which are needed? That may not be possible for analyst to suggest because he or she may not be having that much of an exposure. So what lead engineer or lead analyst is going to do? That guy is going to give you sufficient amount of information with regards to physical test. And then there will be important understanding with regards to failure modes, passing modes, optimization, weight reduction, thickness improvement, material change, and all of that. Okay. Manager is going to have all the activities. Typically, the guy who is going to manage resources, time, your servers, space, and all other bit. And then, of course, managing the customer side and HODs. So head of department will look after, let's say there is a CAE department, but it has uh, it has CFD, it has crash, it has NVS durability. HOD is going to be head of department for the entire CAE. Okay, so that's how it is going to grow. Um, Typically, the ladder is straightforward. You are starting within 8 to 12 years of the timeline. You should be reaching to this stage. You must be reaching to this stage. How much time I told you? Within 8 to 10 years of timeline, or 8 to 12 years, I will say. 8 to 12 years of timeline, you should be reaching to this stage. Now, in case of full vehicle, uh, it may be a little difficult because the product is huge. In case of a small, let's say, seating system, it's quite possible. Uh, if you are in, let's say, medical equipments and you're just starting up, you will be manager in 2 or 3 years because you are the starter of that particular department. You are the start point, and then you can climb ladder faster. Why I'm telling you this? Because if you don't know where you are going, if you don't know what is your future, if you don't know what you need to achieve, I think it's pointless to start something. That's also a part of clarity. Is this making sense? The ladder, corporate ladder, is this making sense? Type in MS if this is making sense. Clear? Okay. The point is, because in our induction program back in 2005 in Tata Johnson Control, we had this kind of a clarity definition and role definition and pyramid definition taken care by the management itself. So management itself suggested that, okay, if you work really well, if you understand product well, you will be a lead engineer, you will be a lead analyst, or you will be a manager within 6, 7, 10 years of timeline or whatever timeline they suggested. Why I'm telling you this? No organization is giving clarity of this sort nowadays. Okay, true or false? There is no organization which is giving clarity of this sort. No educational institute giving clarity of this sort. No one is setting this kind of a goal that, okay, you have to be a manager, you have to be somebody within 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years. Okay, and the supportive environment is also missing. I'm not blaming anyone, I'm not complaining, I'm just stating the fact. So, those who are working professionals, they will understand that okay, the environment is there, uh, extremely good people, but they really don't have time to teach me. The support is missing. I'm not able to learn new things. I'm doing same things again and again for 2 years, for 3 years. I'm not learning new. Is it a fact? Correct. And then there is a threat of somebody overtaking somebody else, and then there is a situation which is a complex situation. Okay, so we'll not go for that. Again, I'm not complaining about anyone. It's a fact. It's everywhere. It is happening the same. Okay, so what is crashworthiness analyst? What they do? They are doing explicit nonlinear. It's going to be a simple slide. Okay, explicit nonlinear domain. We just have 10 minutes left for our presentation. Simple. What are the tools used? Hypermesh for pre-processing, ANSA for solving, ANSA for pre-processing, then Primer for pre-processing. All these are the pre-processors. Or this other is what this Meshworks. Okay, for pre-processing. Then you have tools used like solvers. So you have solvers which are PAMCrash. Then new entrants is Radios explicit or Open Radios, I'll call it. Radios is not new, it's pretty old. And you have LSDyna, you have Abacus Explicit, all these guys. And what are the skills required? So remember, basics of engineering is not a skill. Basics of engineering is your knowledge bank. Basics of engineering is something which you should never forget. Never ever. Basics of engineering is something which you can call as bread and butter. Okay, you go to data science, you go to AI ML later in the career. This basic physics is going to help you. Okay, remember my words. So skills required are tool skills. So tool skills can be solver, preprocessor, solver, post-processor. These are multiple tools. Then communication skills. This is extremely important because you are preparing reports. You are not like a CAD guy who is just creating a model and leaving it there. You are creating a report which actually specifies that this is the failure, this is the uh, advancements which are done from previous iteration, this is where you need to improve, this is where thickness needs to be changed, etc. Okay, so you are going to have communication as your most important skill. And last is empathy. What is this? This is empathy towards the end user. For example, you are building or you are working in aerospace, and it can be aerospace which is related to, let's say, defense equipments, that means defense engines or fighter jet engines, or it can be the engines made for civilian aircrafts. It doesn't matter. The empathy towards the end user. Am I building it with best of my understanding? Am I giving my 100%? Forget what salary you are earning. Forget what position you have. Always remember that you are working on a product which will be used by the end user for their life betterment, for making a progress. So the entire humanity progresses. So if you have a bigger purpose, your life will have a bigger purpose. Okay, so if you have bigger purpose in your in your let's say in your vision, you know that your career will be also bigger because you are trying to solve a bigger purpose. But if your purpose is just to scale that particular department and just to indulge into some corporate politics, then you will always remain in that corporate politics. So I had a dream of working in automotive. I got a job in automotive domain. I had as soon as I started working, I got a chance to work in human safety. I decided that my bigger goal will be to make every product as safe as possible for humans. So irrespective of I'm working in Tata Johnson, I'm working in Shape Corporation, or I'm working in my own organization, I always have a bigger aim. I always have a empathy towards the end user. Is this a pure thought? Can you write down pure? If this is a pure thought, make sure you have this kind of a thought process going on in your mind. If you have a very small kind of a mindset in organization while entering, this is another part of clarity. You may feel, somebody may feel, अरे यार अभी जॉब दो यार मुझे, बाकी तो सब हो जाएगा. Universe is listening. So you should ask universe for a bigger challenge. You will get a bigger challenge. And bigger challenge needs bigger energy. And bigger energy needs deeper learning. Okay. Mark my words. This is something which is super powerful. I am thankful to my mentors that they taught me this. Okay. This is not something coming. I didn't came with this knowledge when I was born. So this I acquired from my mentors, this I acquired from multiple different sources, and I'm thankful to my mentors. I'm really thankful because I'm able to share this with you. Okay. So skills required are tools, communication skills, and empathy. If you have these skills, if you have these particular three important things in front of you always. So it may happen that now you are uh, uh, let's say you are into a product domain. Okay, you are a product developer, you are not into CAE, and you know one of the tool, but you really don't know how that particular product is being used by the end user, then half of your purpose is not solved. And then you are always going to feel that अरे यार ये कहाँ use होता है, इसका क्या मतलब है, why it is made up of this SS stainless steel, why it is not mild steel. That is going to give you purpose what you are doing. Okay. Okay, so there is a question, I think, from Keshav. What to do if my friends are jealous of me? What to do because I use ANSYS in only my class and in LinkedIn I post it how to handle. Should I start posting ANSYS analysis or just to do? Okay, we will have this talk separately because this is quite personalized kind of a question, jealousy and all that. I'm not an expert in that kind of a thing, but let me see what I can help you. You can always connect me later, okay? I think it is recording, uh, but not not on your comp. I cannot just give you that. I'll upload this recording on YouTube, okay? You'll get it. Don't worry. Fine. So this question I just wanted to keep it in your own closet, and then I think I'll try to answer it in a different class or maybe different call. Durability, we all know that chassis, frames, suspension, and all other bit, which is going under continuous kind of a load. So loading, unloading, loading, unloading. Durability is that particular domain. You have NVH, which is noise, vibration, harshness, which is very important department, but it also needs again the basics of engineering part. So vibration analysis, damping, what are the modes, what is dynamics of machinery, balancing, and all other bit. Okay. Tools, similar tools. Okay. So you have preprocessor, solver, post processor. That's always going to be there. So pre, post, and solve is always going to be there. Making sense? Okay. Then you have CFD again. So here you are going to have flow and temperature part, which is fluid mechanics or fluid dynamics stuff. Okay. And what we earlier saw is all about solid mechanics. So this is also solid mechanics. The earlier is also solid mechanics. This is also solid mechanics. All right. Pre-processing engineer. So you have shell meshing, 1D meshing, 2D meshing, quality checks you are doing. You are using some tools which are used for quality check, penetration check, LS pre-post you are using, hypermesh you are using, ANSI you are using, primer you are using. So this is going to be a pre-processing engineer. The highest you can work in pre-processor is max 2 years. If you are working in pre-processing for more than 2 years, guys, listen to me very carefully. If you are working in pre-processing, continuously pre-processing for more than 2 years, you are doing a biggest mistake. So as soon as you enter into CAE department and you are a pre-processing engineer, start upgrading yourself to a solver studies. It can be Abacus, LS Dyna. Choose a mentor. Don't choose a solver. Don't choose a tool. Tools are not going to give you job. Mentor is going to give you job. Mentor is going to clear your doubts. Mentor is going to give you clarity about your career. So make sure the solver skills you acquire as fast as possible. Okay. So max 2 years. If you are working for more than 2 years in this pre-processing part, your life is doomed. Okay, I'm telling you from my last multiple years of experience, 11 years in this CAE training domain. Don't wait. The companies are not going to upgrade you. Companies are not going to teach you. The department is not bothering about you upgrading yourself. They will always feel threatened as soon as you start upgrading. Okay, is this clear? 2 years. How much? Type in two if you are clear with this pre-processing part. Max 2 years. Just type in two. Okay, not more than this is also highest. 2 years is highest. Don't work in pre-processing more than 2 years. Quality checks and tools required, etc. Okay, what is the myth buster here? You are never going to become a CAE analyst if you learn a tool. You will be CAE analyst if you have engineering thinking, real life solution with empathy. If this is missing, I think the entire career is missing. Missing something. You're not having a purpose. Empathy. You are working on a machine tool and you are putting 100% of your efforts to make that machine tool a better place to work. You are actively, passively saving a lot of lives. You are working on vehicle crash. You are putting 100% of your efforts to make sure the vehicle is safe. I'm giving best possible solution without thinking what is your position, without thinking what salary you are earning, without thinking work environment. Keep everything aside. The purity will give you growth. Okay, only the purest will grow. That's the world we are moving in. Okay, and growth is not just vertical. Growth is not just money. Don't look at money as just one indicator of growth. It will be playing its own role. But make sure you are having empathy, you are having purity, you are not thinking about anything else and making a progress. Can you promise this, that you will find your empathy in a product? Type in promise. Promise yourself. Don't promise me. I'm no one. I may not meet you again. Promise yourself that you will find empathy. Promise yourself that you will remain pure. Promise yourself that you are never going to get your salary, your work environment, your company between the larger purpose of understanding the end user. Making sense? Okay. So I think this will be biggest takeaway of this session, that empathy. Okay. That's something which is really important. Yeah. So I'll come to questions anyway. We are heading to this couple of minutes and then we will move fast to the Q&A part. Industry expectations, meshing quality, everyone needs boundary conditions and fast. Everyone needs mesh to be done fast. Boundary conditions should be always accurate. So I'm putting some adjectives here. So fast meshing, correct boundary conditions, accurate boundary conditions, fast debugging. Okay, I'm putting some adjectives here. Actual analysis and report preparation, again, fast and accurate. So you cannot just be fast, you have to be accurate. Okay, so these are the industry expectations. You can write this down. The industry expectations are only these three, four, and you should be a good communicator. So communication does not mean English. It's a language. Communication is making sure that you are in a position to explain what is the situation, how to get out of this situation, and how to improve the situation, either of these. Right? So good communication. So it can be in English, it can be in Tamil, it can be in Malayalam, it can be in Marathi, it can be in any damn language, it doesn't matter. Okay, BC is boundary conditions. Okay, so there are two types of boundary conditions: constraint boundary condition and load boundary condition. Okay, so two boundary conditions. Fine. Common mistakes. In MTech research, people for 8 months of their second year put their time on YouTube. And in ninth month, they realize that I know nothing. And then they start searching for mentor. Then they start searching for solution. Then they are ready to exchange money. And then they have limited time. Okay, don't do that. Fine. No guidance seeking. We feel that no, I can do it, yaar. क्या है उसमें इतना? I will do it from YouTube. I will do it from Udemy. 500 rupees course. And then after some time, अरे यार कुछ भी नहीं पता चला, कोई भी नहीं है पूछने को. I don't know whom to ask. Okay, senior guidance rather than self discovery. Now what is this? This is more to do with tool selection. I'll spend 30 seconds on it or maybe a minute on it. People select tool before they select domain. So I'll just show you this slide. First, you have to understand, are you a solid mechanics person? That means you like SOM, you like applied mechanics, do you like metallurgy and all other bit? Or you are a fluid mechanics person who like thermodynamics, who likes flow, who likes all these temperature and heat transfer and these things. If you are a solid mechanics person, FEM, that is finite element method, fatigue durability, crash, NVH are going to be your preferred choices. Is this clear? If you are a fluid mechanics person, your preferred choices are CFD. So how to select a tool? You are selecting a tool based on what basics of engineering branch you incline to most. This may take 1 week or 2 weeks time. At the same time, you can explore what type of domain I'm interested in. Is it defense? Is it railways? Is it automotive? Is it medical equipments? Is it anything else? that is going to give you a better combination. So this 1 to 2 weeks time of exploring yourself, that I like solid mechanics more, I like to work in defense. Combination of these two will give answer to your tool search. Am I answering the biggest question? Yes or no? Is this is this completely avoiding the confusion? Is this completely making sense that I cannot select a tool because my senior told me to select it? It's completely personal. It's 100% you. You are getting aligned to a product. At the same time, you are getting aligned to the basic engineering concept. So, Prasenjit, answer is simple. Again, Ghana, you cannot be interested. You can be interested in both, but you can work only in one domain because the tool methodology is different. Okay, I understand that everyone wants to work in CAE as well as CFD, but the finite element analysis part is different. It is more to do with stiffness, whereas the CFD part is different, which is more to do with the other domain. Okay, so Shiv Prakash, I have taken your question. I think you are putting the same question again and again. I'm just trying to hold it on. So you can put that question in Q&A. Okay, we will have this in Q&A. Don't worry. So you can put this in Q&A. I'm going to put all questions in Q&A to place. Okay, uh, fine. I'm answering a correct question. Which tool to choose? The tool to choose depends on your liking of domain, and tool to choose depends on what basics of engineering concept is most important or closest to you. Fine. So it can be, if it is phase one foundation, it can be impact physics if it is crash. It can be basics of vibration if it is NVH. It can be units for all. So ton to kilogram, millimeter to meter, all these units are very important and so confusing after some time. And this is something you really need to work by your own self. The logic needs to be built by asking one single thing. What it is? Why this bridge is like this? Why this road is like this? Why this vehicle is of this shape? Why there are four wheels? Why there are three wheels? Why there are two wheels? That is going to take you into the role of designer. At the same time, it will take you to the role of end user. Is this making sense, guys? What is logic? Something which is going to trigger a question in your mind and you are trying to find a correct answer by your own self. Okay, so designer shoes and the end user shoes. Is this clear? Can you take this down as a foundation? Okay, and type in done. Write down in your own words, write down in your own wording. It can be any language. Type in done, that okay, this is the foundation which I need to work on. You can email me, you can reply my emails that sir, this is what I have worked out, this is the image, this is the picture. If you go on my LinkedIn page, actually you can see a career guidance 15-minute free session, and you can book any number of sessions for on in that slot. I will be available. Okay, I from bottom of my heart, I want to help core mechanical engineers to stay in core engineering, because there is tremendous opportunity and people are losing it just because of a noise, because there is no clarity. Okay, because there is somebody who is making noise of AI ML. We are just not able to listen to our own self. Okay, so tool selection, Suhaib, it's going to be dependent on what type of domain. So as I mentioned, what type of, so if it is solid mechanics, you will be using finite element methods. If it is fluid mechanics, you will be using the CFD part. So tool selection automatically becomes easy. Now, okay, I'll add one sentence and then stop, which is going to be, if you are, let's say, selecting automotive domain and you are selecting solid mechanics, you have three choices. What are the three choices? Number one is going to be crash analysis. Number two is going to be your fatigue durability. And number three is going to be NVH. Now, if you are interested in crash, which is time domain, you have a domain of choice, which is LSDIME. So you are now going to boil down that, okay, if I have decided that I'm going to work in automotive, I have decided that I'm going to work in FEM, and I know three domains, which is fatigue durability, crash, and NVH. I have selected crash as my domain to work on human safety. What I'm going to do now, I will select what are the biggest openings available in crash department and what are the tools the companies are using. So I can select it like this. So can I do one thing? I'll just add one slide and create a flow chart for you. So what is the first selection, guys? It's going to be basics of engineering topic, fluid mechanics or solid mechanics. What is the next part? It is going to be product domain. What is next? Combination of these two will take you to either FEM or CFD. And when it comes to tool selection, what is it that you are going to do? You will see that if it is FEM, so if it is basics of engineering topic 1, topic 2, I have selected topic 1. I have selected product domain as 1, 2, 3, 4. I have selected this as 3. I know that I'm going into FEM, and then I'm going to find out domain. So for off-highway vehicles, let's say JCB, there is no crash. So crash domain is out of picture. There will be durability, there will be static analysis, there will be NVH. So I will be selecting that kind of a tool. So it can be ANSYS, it can be Abacus, it can be whatever is the industry standard that you can search on what? LinkedIn. And don't just stop with domain tool selection. You please select a domain expert who is able to guide you, or you please select whom? A mentor. This is missing because nobody wants to take a responsibility. Okay. So I'm there. Don't worry. If you are into crash, I'm there to help you. For other domains, you will have to search for the mentors. Okay. Phase two, we all know the pre-processing part, simulation basic, solver basic. You all know this. Phase four is specialization. Phase five is project building. And then you have sample portfolio, which you need to generate. Okay. So coming forward, this is not something which I wanted to cover for today's session. Okay, so this is something which we can cover later because this is recruiter evaluation. I'm going to give you clarity perspective, which we actually discussed a lot. Clarity in selecting the subject, clarity in empathy, clarity in why we are doing it, clarity in why CAE, clarity in what CAE, and clarity in this part I will try to cover because this recruiter evaluation will always have, are you conveying in your let's say resume that you're really interested in CA? You have taken a lot of efforts. You know, you are feeling it, the empathy part. You're feeling the end user. Clear alignment with job description. So, a simple example: there is a CAE post or CAE job, and there are people who are listing all the CAD tools. I know Creo, I know CATIA, I know AutoCAD, I know SolidWorks, I know Solid Edge. You tell me any CAD tool, I know that. But what he is applying for, the job description says it is a CAE analyst post. And what is written for CAE? Hypermesh. Done. It's just going to create a clear kind of delusion that, okay, this guy seems not interested in CAE because he is just writing hypermesh, but for CAD he has too many tools to write about. Clear? So always remember that your alignment with job description must be there. One of our students also did that. That okay, it was a CAE job, but there are too many CAD tools, and then the interviewer asked, "Is it are you interviewing for CAD or are you interviewing for CAE? Okay, clear. CA interview prep, explain your logic, of course, and clear communication. So you can always ask a question, can I talk in Hindi? Can I talk in the native language? Will you understand if the other guy is able to understand it? And you can just keep on explaining or communicating in a better way. Okay, so for CA interview and industry examples are too many. This is not I wanted to give you as an insight. Yes, so Maharajan, HM is a preprocessor, but only HM is not CAE. So Hypermesh is part of CAE, but it is not just CAE. That means it doesn't complete the circle. You should be knowing pre-processing, you should be knowing solving, you should be knowing post-processing, you should be able to generate reports, you should be able to give a feedback to the customer. And that's where you are going to become manager slowly and steady. All right. So future of CAE, basic physics you should be knowing because ChatGPT generation is there. We don't want into that generation. Testing data, you should be clear about what is noise in testing data, how the testing is performed, what is LVDT, what are the strain gauges, how it is being performed, all these things. Engineering logic, very important. AI plus simulation, and of course the digital twin part. AI simulation is actually physics informed neural networks. So we have a coffee meet on in Pune office on this particular topic on 14th of December. So please follow me on LinkedIn. Please follow me wherever possible on Instagram. I'll be posting this coffee meet. Live coffee meet will be there with an expert in physics informed neural networks. You are most welcome to join for sandwich and coffee at ELENO office on Sunday on 14th of December. Okay, so that will be there with you. CAE opportunities, I already mentioned. Medical equipments are growing. Railways and metro growth is tremendous. Infra boom is there. Bridges are getting built. Roads are getting built. Bus stands, bus stations, everything is getting built. Defense, we all know that. Atmanirbhar part. EV is in boom. R&D growth is there. Regular automotive is already booming. You all have seen this. So CAE opportunities between 25 to 30 are immense. You will not imagine how many opportunities are there in the market. Okay, so make sure you are ready, make sure you are aligned, make sure you are calm, quiet, steady. You should work like a hydraulic cylinder. It doesn't matter what is there in front of it, it just works. The pressure is so immense, the clarity is so clear, or that's so powerful that you can just keep on going, keep on pushing and reach to the destination. Okay. How ELENO is going to help you? Problem definitions, because we will understand that, okay, you want to grow in your own organization. Do you want to switch from CAT to CAE? Do you want to switch from, let's say, academics to industry or vice versa, industry to academics? Do you have any kind of a set goal that, okay, I want to go into foreign education in couple of years and I want to be ready for that? The problem definition must be there with us so that we can customize your course. We can customize the entire content so that it becomes outcome based education, OBE. Okay, that's our aim. Roadmap discussion that's going to happen month wise. How exactly we are going to proceed further. Training and evaluation, we will make sure you are evaluated. You will be given a feedback. You will be given a corrective action, and that's going to improve you day by day. Projects, too many projects, mentorship. I'm always available. You can talk to me. Santosh is available. Entire team is available. They will discuss. They will understand. They will have an empathy towards you that, okay, this guy needs to improve. We will give a constructive feedback. Okay, that's how ELENO will help. And of course, we have Kinjal who is doing great work in this placement and recruitment part. So the entire team will be there with you. And that's how ELENO will be helping you out. Okay. Oops. Okay. Yeah. So these are some of the testimonials. Srikant was our student in Germany. He got placed in Porsche immediately after learning. Swanand is still working with us as a CAE analyst. Vaibhav was working with us, now working in Shape Corporation. Ameya worked with us, then worked with L&T, then now he will be working with some other organization. So these are some of the testimonials which we have. You can always read this through on our Google review. Yash is also working with me. Sai Prasad is there. There are too many student success stories which are really available on YouTube, on Instagram. People keep on sharing how Eleno helped me. And these are the memberships. So what we are offering now is you can book a counseling call and engage yourself into training and mentoring in this particular domain, which is vehicle crash and high speed impact. This is more to do with human safety, okay, or defense domain. So impact and other bit. And join a roadmap program, which is silver membership, gold plus plus, diamond. If you are a working professional, the gold plus plus membership is best suited for you. If you are a fresher, it is best suited will be diamond membership. You will learn everything. So the entire content is available on website. And the best part is we have 1 day drop today going on, which is flat 30% off on all our courses. Okay. So after this session, I will be anyway sending you a small link, which is our 1 day drop, or you can simply go to eleno-elc.com and you will find yourself into, or you will find that, just type it down, eleno-elc.com slash Black Friday. Okay, so I think this HTTPS is missing, but you can always have this. Copy and I will paste it here. Yep. So the link is working. You can always go on this link, check the content, understand it. If you have doubts, you can always ask me. Preeti is also there on call. She's our customer success executive. She's also an electrical engineer and she can help you. Okay. So this is what I wanted to share. Hope the session was impactful. Hope you understood what I wanted to convey. And if you have any questions, I'll go to question answer. I'll just stop sharing the screen. You can actually see this Black Friday deal now. You can watch the video also. This is my video on YouTube. You can watch what is Black Friday. You can go to gold membership and you can see the pricing drop, a flat 30% drop, which is happening. It is going to expire at midnight, but I'm going to extend it for US guys. Okay, so there are too many calls from US that we want some extension. So I'm going to extend it for 6-7 hours or maybe till tomorrow 12 o'clock, so that you have sufficient time to have a discussion or have a chat with us and then enroll. As I mentioned, for working professionals, Gold Plus Plus membership is best membership. Whereas for freshers, it is always this diamond membership which we suggest. But you can always start with gold plus plus and upgrade yourself to diamond. So this is 1 day off, which is happening. Never ever we have done this kind of a thing. But because we are going to increase our pricing from 1st of January, we really want everyone to take advantage. Okay. Fine. So I'll stop sharing my screen. That's the only 5 minutes I wanted to have as a sales pitch. But now we will go to real question answer session. And I think I will open this chat window. I think, just give me a second. Okay, so there are few questions which I want to check. I understood how to choose domain, shed some light. Okay, done. Uh, See, Keshav, again, even if you are putting this question again about the jealousy part, we will answer it as a one-to-one question. Okay, connect with me on one-to-one basis. This is my WhatsApp number. I'll just give it to you. So 988 1732 144. You can always send me a message. I'll try to go for it. Where can we watch this video after the session? I will download the video. I'll tell you the procedure. I will upload it as a YouTube video, but it will not be public. And I will make sure that you get a link as soon as it gets uploaded on YouTube. It will take hardly 30 minutes. After the session, it takes time to convert. And as it is, raw cut. You know how straightforward I am, so I'm not going to do any editing. And these are the only hair I am left with, so I try to cover it with headphones. Okay, so in the CAE industry, they use ANSA and Hypermesh software. Which software is most 50-50? There is, you learn one, the other one, nobody asks you that, they will always give a slash. So if pre-processing is a dominant role you want to play, they will always suggest that you should know either Hypermesh or ANSA, or fully. So if they want a hypermesh engineer, they will always look for a hypermesh engineer. But if it is an analyst role, nobody cares, because one preprocessor, other preprocessor, both have some different tools here and there, or few buttons here and there, but the work is same. And the main focus area is what? It is solving. Okay, Prakash, actually I'm having 1.7 years experience in CAE in power tools, not in particular domain. Now, if I move to automobile, should I start from modeler or directly join as analyst? You should always join as analyst. For that, we will help you because that needs a clarity again. So I will ask you some probing questions. It's nice that you have clearly stated where you are and what you want to do. So where and what is there, how is something which we will try to solve. Making sense? So you can book a test call. It's already there on my LinkedIn profile. If not, just give me a second. I'll pull out that LinkedIn, book a call. Preeti, can you do one thing? Do you have that book a call or book an appointment link with you?
Yes, sir, I have it. I will just
Okay,
share.
so yeah, you can share that on a chat window directly.
Okay, give me a second.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah. Okay. So Prakash, you can book a call with me, try and understand it clearly. And then I will not be telling you just to join this. Okay. I'll be giving you some information. Does CAE analyst need material knowledge? Absolutely yes, Prashant. Uh, Metallurgy is going to be the biggest, what I can say, biggest contributor in understanding the solution. So I think you have a very good experience with materials, you have good experience with manufacturing, you have good experience with product. I think you are a very suitable candidate for a CAE role to play because you know multiple things. Okay. So Preeti has put this Calendly request. You can actually see that career guidance part is there. So you can always go to this link and enroll. If you have any doubts, the same link which I shared earlier, this ELENO Black Friday is there, right? It is copy link. And if you go here and paste, I'll paste it again. There is a form. Okay, you can fill up inquiry form as well. And there you can write a proper question that, okay, I have this specific question and you can, I'll try and answer that question. Okay. Or I'll try to extend the timeline a little bit because it is fag end. We are ending at 12 o'clock. We are discussing right now. So for only you group, I'm telling that, okay, I will extend the offer by another 12 hours. Fundamentals means all mechanical engineering subjects or particular subject based on analysis. Shiv Prakash, I tried to answer it earlier also that if you are selecting solid mechanics part, you should be thorough with the solid mechanics part. That does not mean you should know nothing about fluid mechanics. Okay, because the multiphysics part is now going to be important aspect here. I didn't wanted to cover the multiphysics part, the multiphysics session. How many of you will be interested to join a multiphysics session, which we are conducting in on one of the Sunday? I think it is 7th of December. Am I right, Preeti?
Yes, sir, you are right.
How many of you are interested? Type in I if you are interested in understanding the multiphysics part, multiphysics CA. Similar session, okay? Power packed. Interested? That Sunday morning, okay? We are meeting at 11 on Sunday. Interested? Okay. So Please watch, please follow me, please make sure you are registering. Vineet, one second. Shiv Prakash, did I answer your question? That fundamentals is all engineering subjects, but specific group. Okay, fine. So let's move on. Chiranjeevi has a question. Currently, I'm working as NVH engineer. Now I'm looking for opportunities in CAE domain. You are already so NVH in the sense testing. Am I right, Chiranjeevi? You are in testing right now. Okay. So for you, the NVH domain comes under both explicit, implicit. But my suggestion to you is you will have a very small learning curve when you go to NVH. So it is better that you switch to the explicit domain, which is time domain. Okay. But at the same time, if you have a very good mentor for NVH, for noise, vibration, harshness, it's not too big of a domain, to be very frank. NVH is more to do with modal analysis. It is to do with the vibration part and the other bit. But you will be fast learner there. Instead of that, if you switch to this entire crash and explicit domain, which is time domain, new explorations, and other things which you will be learning, NVH is anyway embedded part of crash because every single assembly needs to be taken care with regards to the modal analysis, that is natural frequencies. Okay, so directly coming to the answer, better is explicit. Now you don't go to implicit part because your learning will be very fast and you will feel that, अरे यार, ये तो खत्म ही हो गया domain. What I was working and within 2-3 years you will learn everything. Okay. Next is Vineet. Sir, I'm pursuing MTech in CAD/CAM and before I start my career in design or CAE, I have to work in production department for technical knowledge. Absolutely not necessary. So Vineet, you are pursuing MTech CAD/CAM. You must be coming to CAE. I have directly given you that answer. You are an MTech engineer. You must be directly coming to CAE. There is no design step for you. There is no production step for you. You can take experience in production while doing internship or maybe by visiting the shop floor. Okay, clear, Vineet? Okay. I'm asking you this. So I'll ask everyone that is it clear and then I will move to the next question. Otherwise, it will just remain a silence. Mohit is saying, good evening, sir. I recently completed my BTech and as a fresher, how could I start for being a CAE engineer? You are a fresher, you need a mentorship, you need to follow the roadmap. What is the roadmap? Find out what domain interests you most. Domain in the sense, this group, subject group, I will call it. Is it solid mechanics? Is it fluid mechanics? Then you move to the domain part, defense, railways, automotive, etc. Then you move to the next part that, okay, if I'm interested in crash in automotive, what are the tools? And then you select a mentor. You can select for crash, NVH, and other bits, ELENO, or for some answer, some CFD answer comes, we have a faculty who teaches CFD. So you can come to the CFD part. So Mohit, uh, please book a discovery call. I really urge you guys to book a discovery call. It takes just 1 minute, no money. This is a service. Okay, I'm with all purity, I'm trying to guide mechanical engineers. Okay, and the universe is giving me power to guide them. Right? So book a call and we will move forward. Uh, Amar. Okay, Mohit, did I answer your question? Is this clear? All right, I'll wait for Mohit's answer, but let's move to the next question. Amar is asking, sir, I worked in NX. Yes, okay, fine. How to book a service call? We have given this link. Preeti, again, please send a link so that everyone will have because it went up. So Calendly link will be there. You just book a calendar so I can talk to you. Uh, Amar, sir, I worked in NX Nastran and ANSA preprocessor 3 years. Same repeating work. I need to look for other jobs. I need to improve my skills. My suggestion is if you are in ANSA, learn LS Dyna. ANSA LS Dyna is the best combination, or Hypermesh LS Dyna is the best combination which is needed in industry right now. So my simple suggestion is you watch one of my intro session, get connected with Preeti if it is possible for you, get connected with me. I have already given my number to you, get connected on WhatsApp, and we will make sure that the entire uh, question set is answered. My immediate suggestion is you join the vehicle crash domain. You already know answer, so you will be just going for gold membership, and you are done. And I think it's a very small investment to do for a very large outcome. Okay, so Preeti's number, she has already mentioned her number. You can always talk to her, and she will be also working with me for all these discovery calls. Right? Renit, sorry, Amar, is this fine? Okay, clear? Perfect. Thank you very much. Renit, sir, I'm working as CAE modeler having 3 years experience. So did I need to learn seating system, or can I move directly LS Dyna without knowing connections? No, 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 no. You want to move into a product domain, you should know product better. So this is my 20th year, 20. I'm working in seating system domain. So we have developed seats for Vande Bharat. We have developed seats for multiple railway applications. Automotive is come and go. We are developing applications for this aerospace. We are also involved in multiple tractor domain applications and whatnot. Every type of seat we have worked in. So again, answer is same. You have to work on LS Dyna. You have diamond membership for you, which is LS Dyna without ANSA, without preprocessor, and LS Dyna seating system combined. So we'll work out a package. My suggestion is please write in a form. So Renit, I will remember your name, but I will never have your contact details. So it is better to have a contact detail on this ELENO inquiry form, which is in this diamond membership Black Friday. Okay, I'm putting it here. So only for Renit, you can actually go here, and I have put it as a personal message. I will put it as message for all those who want to have a clear inquiry. Renit, is it clear? Am I fine with this? Okay, good. Thank you very much. I will wait for your contact form to come, and then we will discuss. Okay. Regarding the fundamentals, as I mentioned earlier, I am in power tool domain. There I am performing CFD, structural and heat transfer based on project needs, and learn the subject based on analysis. This case, how can I choose domain and strong in sol? Now you have to choose a bigger domain. So Shiv Prakash, your question is correct. You have to choose a bigger domain. That means your product should be bigger. Are you with me? If your product is bigger, you have bigger chances of learning different things. Okay. So make sure that you are learning automotive. Make sure that you are learning defense. Make sure you are learning railways. Make sure you are into what is it? White goods. Okay. Like washing machines, refrigerators. Tremendous use of LS Dyna by Samsung, by Whirlpool, by LG. Multiple uses. Okay. So select a domain. If it is automotive, defense, railways, or any other domain you want to discuss, I am there to talk to you. Okay. Not all answers are coming to LS Dyna. Okay. There will be different domains. Everyone will have a different set of answers. Bhargav. Uh, Sir, I'm student studying third year. Where can I focus? I have an interest in automotive engineering. I have basic knowledge on part modeling and simulation software. For automotive, best tool is Hypermesh ANSA, either of these two, and LS Dyna. Not me. Okay, just go on LinkedIn, go on Naukri.com and search for jobs. Wherever you have automotive companies, it can be OEMs, it can be tier one suppliers, it can be service providers. Everyone is looking for crash analyst, and it's not going to slow down. It's going to ever increase. Okay, the churn is too high. So, Bhargav, this is correct time for you. Maybe the entire final year you can come with us. You can join us as an intern. Along with training, your internship will progress. You will have multiple things to watch for. We have visits planned, we have multiple different things planned, and you can learn while you are actually doing an internship. And that way, you will have a direct 1 year because you are ahead of time. You have that 1 year which is dedicated for projects. You don't have to visit college for that matter, and then you can just simply be an expert there. Aniket, LS-DYNA is not that useful in oil and gas. Okay? For oil and gas, it is all static structure and CFD. So oil and gas is more related to this abacus, ANSYS, and flow related ANSYS, Fluent, and these guys. So Bhargav, did I answered your question? If you are in automotive, yes, we are providing internships. So if you are in third year right now, I think your semester is going to start now. You can talk to Preeti. Again, Preeti's number is here. I think I'm not sure how to pin it, but okay. No, I don't have any. Yeah, there you go. So Preeti has given a WhatsApp link. You can always ping her. Today will be a busy day for us, guys. Okay, there are too many calls, messages coming up, popping up. So just give us a day, that is the middle 12 hours. Tomorrow morning, we will be connecting with a lot of you guys, setting up the meeting, making sure we are available, and then we will move forward. Okay. So you have my number, you have Preeti's number, you have this Black Friday inquiry form. You can always inquire. And if you really have no doubt, now you are pretty clear, sit for 10-15 minutes, sit alone, sit completely with a focus and write down that, okay, if I'm needing vehicle crash, if I'm going into defense, if I'm going into this explicit dynamic domain, time domain, this is the best choice. Just click on the enrollment link, enroll it, pay the fees. You have credit card options. You can convert it to EMI. You will save ton of money. This 30% off is never going to come back. Okay. Wow. Okay. So let me just, I haven't gone to, oh, my number is not 10 digit. Dhanush, just a minute. I'll share it 9881732 144. 98817. Yeah, I think this is my number with WhatsApp enabled. As I mentioned, there will be some time required only for today to reply you back, but we will reply. All right. So this is my number. This is Preeti's number. Anybody you can connect. Uh, Best suitable is Preeti because then she can try and arrange it in a different way that, okay, this is a discovery call. This is an enrollment call. This is something which I need to explain. And then we can arrange in a team manner. All right. So let me come back to this part, which is Q&A. Okay. So Renit, do you still have a question? I see your hand is raised. You can unmute and talk. No worries. Okay. I think I answered your question, right? All right. So just let me see where is that Q&A part. I lost it somewhere. Where is Q&A? Where is Q&A? Yeah, I got it. Got it. Okay. I need some career advice. It's an anonymous user. Fine. I have completed MTech and interested in FEA. During my MTech, I have also worked on my major project on validation in FEA at DRDO for year. Fine. And after that, I have worked as FEA engineer trainee for 3 months in analyzer. I have completed training, but still I don't have any clarity from company side on taking me on roll. What steps should I take further? I think you should not wait. Uh, as far as my experience, if somebody, really don't know what is analyzer, but as far as my experience, if somebody is not clear about you getting joined or onboarded and just keeping you hanged up, I think you should share resume with us. We will try and search a job for you. Okay, because you have sufficient years of experience, you have this kind of an exposure. I think it's not that difficult for you to get a job somewhere, and we will be there to help you out. Kinjal will be there to help you out. Preeti or myself are already there. Santosh is also there. So we'll try and scrutinize your resume. Please, what I can say, please write down. or please make sure that you are having this discovery call stuff done. Okay, book it. We will keep it as anonymous as possible, and we can just move forward. Okay, whosoever was the anonymous user, because I kept it anonymous, so I don't know the name. Wow. Okay. I was talking for 1 hour 45 minutes now, just 2 minutes left. Interesting. Did you enjoy it, guys? Or was that boring? They just got good clarity. Okay. Prajwal enjoyed it. Chiranjeevi, yes. Yes, Amar, regarding internship, I need details. Please connect with Preeti. Preeti's number is there. Just find it out. Just two, three messages back. Connect with Preeti. We have internships. We have internship programs. We have training internship combined programs. And when we say internship, we actually mean internship. That means you will be working on live projects. Amar, clear cut workshop. Okay, thanks a lot. Uh, that's the only thing I wanted. Okay, I'm not looking for course selling. I'm not looking for. I just want mechanical engineers to get connected. We have this event going on now. We have decided to have this coffee meet. Preeti is the leader for that. The coffee meet is going to be on every second Sunday in Ellen office. Every second Sunday. Mark your calendars. Don't miss any of the coffee meet. Coffee and breakfast is on me. I'm the host, so I'll make sure that you are having tummy full. And we meet at 11 o'clock sharp. We end at 12:30 sharp, so you are free for lunch. And we are very well connected in Pune. We are hardly 10 minutes walking distance from Swargate metro station. So you can always come down to our office. We have seating system, we have cross car beams, we have RUPD, bumpers, all these things, place 3D printers, all these things in our office. You can watch it, you can see, you can play around some physics toys, and I think you will find it super useful. Okay, so 14th December is the next coffee meet. I want all of you to be present, irrespective of your current domain, and you can always come down. Okay. Dhanush is asking a question. I am having 7 years of experience in FEA, engineer service, heavy machinery, and now automotive tier one supplier, but still my CTC is stable. Should I have to switch the job? Yes. Yes. Upskill and switch. Talk to me. Share your resume. Let it be as concise as possible. Let it be uh, as descriptive as possible at the same time. And make sure that we have some brainstorming happening one to one. And then I will be able to guide you. But the answer is yes. You should not be continuing work in the same organization, because if your salary is getting stagnant in a growing market, not a good sign. Dhanush, is this clear? Can you book a call? Maybe drop me a message. I'm again going to write down my number 9881732144. Okay. Yeah. Calendly link is also there. You can book a Calendly link. The Zoom meeting will automatically come to your email. We have a dedicated slot for 10-15 minutes, and we will figure out something. Okay. It's really the outcome based stuff which we really want. Making sense? Wow. Okay. I can see Anurag also. Hi, Anurag. Hello everyone. I think there are few people who joined later, which I couldn't call out the names. But thanks again for joining in, and we will call it a day now. I hope I tried to answer all your questions. Please rate us on Google, ELENO Engineering Learning Center. If you have really taken one learning, it can be empathy, it can be selection of tool, it can be anything. It can be just positivity of this group, it can be focus on core engineering. please give us a feedback. Okay, please give us a feedback. Please give us a rating. That will just make us improve a lot. At the same time, you can follow us on Insta. Nachiket_Eleno is my Insta ID. LinkedIn, Nachiket Phadke. I'm always present on LinkedIn. You can follow Preeti. You can follow Vishakha. You can follow Purva. There are multiple people who are helping us out, and you can always stay connected. Okay, fine. So there is one more question. Just a minute. Tejas, when it comes to defense domain, should it be considered as non-automotive? Yes, because even if you are working on something which is moving, it's actually not moving as per the automotive standards. It is moving as per the defense standards. So defense domain is going to be different. So consider defense as a complete different domain. Defense is not going to be the domain which is same as automotive. Okay, fine. See you then, guys. Have a great dinner. Make sure you enroll for the. There are three things which you can do. You can directly enroll to the course. This is how I teach with pen and paper. I really like it. Uh, Second is you can always go for this Calendly discovery call. Third is you can always reach out to us on WhatsApp if it is immediate, private, and you still want to discuss it. We'll keep confidentiality to the highest. Okay, so don't worry. We never disclose without consent who are our students and who are taking training, because 80% of my students are working professionals. So I really don't want their names to come out. It may create some rucksack in organizations. Organizations are not considerate nowadays. So it is better that we keep it as private as possible. Okay. Maharajan, thanks for joining in. Make sure you are going for this. Lastly, I'm going to put this link, okay, which is Black Friday. Don't uh, don't miss this opportunity. I'm telling you again, this 30% off is never going to come back. Never ever going to come back. Okay, so even we have our own limitations because we own this LS Dyna commercial tool. This is something which we really want you to have as a direct membership access. Okay, so this Black Friday stuff, HTT, I'm sorry, yeah, I need to edit it. HTTPS. Okay, / Black Friday. It's working. The links are working. The payment links are working. You can always go on and do a payment using credit card, debit card, online, UPI, whatever you wish to. There are too many options. Best is convert to EMI, spread it across 6 months, 9 months. Almost 60% of my students are paying through credit cards. That is helping them a lot because it's not, you don't have a burden to invest your own money at the initial stage. At the same time, you get a full access for lifetime. Okay. I think thank you very much. I'll just call out few names which I didn't mention. Anurag, I already mentioned. Bhargav, Chiranjeevi, Deepashri, thanks for joining in. Devendra, Dhanush, Hridhanshu, Kumar, I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing, guys, because Mohit, Nagaraj, Nitin, there are two Nitin. Okay, Nitin, same, but you are joining from two devices, I think. Prajwal, Renit, Sahil, Shivprakash, Suhaib, Tejas, uh, Preeti, thanks for joining in and helping me out. Vishal, Okas, thank you, guys. See you then. Have a great night and stay blessed.